It's Saturday night. I'm trying to re-record this video, and I got some takes that I don't like, but for the sake of time, I'm going to go load this because I believe that's going to help somebody. If I need to re-record it, I will. Let me know what you think in the comments, and if you use this tomorrow, uh, please let me know how it worked for you. Thanks so much. Let's roll the clip. I've seriously recorded this video like 12 times. And it's hard to not get emotional about your passion. And my passion is to help people. I came up with the L.A.C.R principle because I was tasked to teach people how to mix. And some people say you can't teach it, but I believe you can if your ears work or you know where your deficiencies in your hearing lie and you have a heart to study and figure this out. So as a volunteer, you're pushed in, and this channel is for people who are just starting out, you know, volunteers that are pushed into things, and you have a passion for it, or you're developing a passion for it, but you have a passion to serve and you just don't know where to start. And the technical stuff is just that. A lot of the times, all the cables are already connected, and you are now thrust into mix engineer position. And I believe that this process is what all engineers do. And now I am revealing to you what it is that can make you faster. So listen, analyze, compare, react. As like I've said in some other videos, will help you to be a better engineer. So the first step is to listen actively. Pay attention to the different elements of sound, such as the depth of the low frequencies, the clarity of the mids, the brightness of the high frequencies. This fundamental skill is crucial for any sound engineer. If you want to become good at what you do, if you want to fast track yourself, do this first. And I believe that listening is something that I feel like is recording into memory. You're recording it, you're not talking, you're not thinking, you're just listening to what the room sounds like, what the microphone sounds like, all of that kind of stuff. And then you move to analyzing what you've heard. Is there too much, delay in the room? Too much reverb, too much echo? What's going on, right? So you're analyzing all of this, is the vocalist holding the mic too close, so where it doesn't sound right, or is it too far away? What is their mic control? How are the drums, mic? You're analyzing everything. You're putting all of this stuff together so you can compile a way to make this sound better. And that's your comparison. So in comparison, this is the thing that it's going to probably take you the longest, because now you're having to figure out what sounds good. What is a good mix? What do the powers that be want in a mix? What you're capable of. What do you like? Is it in line with what everybody else likes? So you're comparing all of these things. And I say, compare your mix to your reference tracks or other mixes, right? I always say record your stuff. So when you're mixing, take the thumbnail drive home if you're on a digital console and listen to it in the car. Listen to it so you can critique yourself. Compare it to the real song that they're doing. Use a spectrum analyzer. All of that kind of stuff can help you in your comparison to make sure that your final result is closer to industry standard. Now, industry standard, I'm talking about, it's not loud, it doesn't hurt, right? People are leaving the church not in pain, or they don't have ear fatigue or ringing in their ears because it's just been so loud and so piercing, or there's been a lot of feedback, right? Industry standard is near perfection. That's what I mean. And then so you can move to this next step. After you've heard what you've heard, now you can start saying, okay, I'm going to do some corrective EQ here. I'm going to turn this down. I'm going to turn that up. I understand what I need to do to make this thing sound balanced, okay? So finally, we react to what we hear. We make adjustments to improve the sound. This could involve tweaking EQs, or adjusting the dynamics and adding effects. The key is to be adaptable and responsive. As an audio engineer, that is the two things that you have to do first, is be able to be adaptive and quickly respond. I don't know how many times this has happened. You do sound check, you check with one mic, and then by the time service starts or by the time the show starts, another mic gets picked up. It's not the same mic, the EQs are different, all that kind of stuff. So understanding your analyzation and then your comparative steps, you can better react to these changes, right? So don't waste time being upset. You have to know how to make this mic sound better in this instance, or how to, stick and move, right? You're in this moment, you're like Neo. You are dodging bullets and you're just reacting and figuring out how to make this all work. That's how you have to be as an audio engineer. There's no time to be upset in the moment. Be upset later, but right now everybody depends on you, especially if you're streaming. I say things that happen and you have feedback that happens in 3 seconds or whatever, or for 3 seconds. It seems like 2 minutes in video world. So you have to be able to quickly, nip this stuff in the behind and figure it out. And that is the reaction point. So all engineers are using this L.A.C.R principle and these steps to become better. That's what we're doing. We're trying to become better. We're trying to become faster.